asked me to join him in his administration, I jumped at the chance. So I was the co-chair of the transition team, which helped pick for the president, helped sort of set him up so he could pick all the nominees. And then I'm really proud to tell you that he was nominated, President Trump has nominated me to be the next Secretary of Commerce for the United States to serve all of you. So let's talk about commerce. You see, we plan to end the decades of policies that threw American workers to the wolves. Factories were closed, jobs were lost, wages decreased. We left Americans out in the cold while country after country of this world took us to the cleaners and made money off of us. And that is going to end today. At the start of the 20th century, America was the richest country on earth, and we defended our workers from unfair trade policies with tariffs. And we only made money. We had no income tax. All we did is charge other countries and foreign companies, if they wanted to sell to America, you had to pay for entry. Okay, so imagine this. The US government had no income tax. Americans got to keep all their hard-earned money, and foreigners paid the price. So now, what's happened? We have the Internal Revenue Service. That means charge us internally. Now imagine politicians who can't even balance their own checkbook, taking our money, and what do they do every year? Let's just take more, let's just take more, let's just take more. So this is how Donald Trump is going to end it and fix it. Last week, he announced that we're going to return America to greatness by creating, and today is its birthday, the External Revenue Service. So if you're always wondering, is some bureaucrat going to cut your benefits? Not under Donald Trump. Not under Donald Trump. It means foreign companies are going to pay if they want to come and sell products to the wealthiest country on earth. And if they want to compete with American workers, then let's just not tax our American workers. It means creating level playing fields, and it means that America will be great by reducing the taxes that we pay and driving the ones that they pay. So what that means is the External Revenue Service will put up tariffs or walls that protect you. And that means if these companies don't want to pay, there's only one thing they can do: build their factories in America, hire Americans with great high-paying jobs. Let's double the size of our unions in America, but not just by adding more and more great-paying jobs. That's our objective. So today is the beginning of celebrating the return of common sense and ending the decades of disrespecting the American worker and the disrespect and unfair treatment of our workers. Today, Donald Trump returns to the White House and prosperity returns to America. Thank you all. And I love today. What a day.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Governor Glenn Youngkin.
you. Well, come on now, can't you feel it? The American spirit is alive and well. This is the dawn of the golden age of America because we inaugurated the 47th President of the United States of America, Donald J. Trump. What a day to be in Washington, D.C. You know, I live right across the river in Virginia. And by the way, in Virginia, we know that taxes have to be low, jobs have to be plentiful, and it's your money, not the government's. But we also know that in Virginia and in America, freedom is not free. We know that our military heroes and their families sacrifice everything. We know that law enforcement stands in the breach. We must back the blue, and I want everybody here to give a rounding applause for the 25,000 military and police officers keeping us all safe today in Washington, D.C. God bless America. My friends, we are standing here on the dawn of a new age, and we are seeing the sun set. The sun set on weakness. The sun set on a wide open border that has turned every state into a border state. We are seeing the dawn of a prosperous America, the dawn of a secure and safe America, and the dawn of a world that sees peace because we have a strong America. Our new president, Donald J. Trump, has never, ever lost faith in America. They tried to take him down legally. They tried to put him in jail. They tried to even assassinate him. And he never gave up on America, and America, we will never give up on him. And as we stand here on this dawn of the next golden age in America, we all have a responsibility. It is our responsibility to stand every day in support of this administration, to do everything that we possibly can do for America's success. President Trump deeply believes this, and both he and J.D. Vance have already gone to work. He is signing executive orders. He is closing the border. He is bringing down inflation. He is stepping into the breach. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for America to be prosperous again. It is time for America to be safe again. It is time for America to be strong again. And it is time for America to be great again. I hail from the great Commonwealth of Virginia, and we know a few great Americans in our history. From George Washington to Thomas Jefferson, to James Madison, to Patrick Henry, who echoed, "Give me liberty or give me death." My friends, those words that Thomas Jefferson penned, which are the greatest words, at least in this hemisphere, ever written, that we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal and we are endowed by our Creator with certain unalienable rights, and among them are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we stand here on the dawn of a new age where life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness are available to every American. And we must stand together as we collectively say, God bless America, and God bless Donald J. Trump and J.D. Vance. Thank you all very much. God bless you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Mr. Elon Musk.
Yes! This is what victory feels like. Yeah! And this was no ordinary victory. This was a fork in the road of human civilization. Okay. You know, there are elections that come and go. Some elections are, you know, important, some are not. But this one, this one really mattered. And I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you. My heart goes out to you. It is thanks to you that the future of civilization is assured. Thanks to you. We're going to have safe cities, finally, safe cities. Secure borders, sensible spending, basic stuff. And we're going to take Doge to Mars. I mean, can you imagine how awesome I am? Bam! Yeah! How inspiring would that be? You know, there's always problems in life. You know, there's this problem, solve that problem. But you know, there need to be things that inspire you. There need to be things that make you glad to wake up in the morning and say, I'm looking forward to the future. Yeah. And I love you guys. So, and let me tell you, I'm gonna work my ass off for you guys. So, I really will. So, and yeah, but I'm super fired up. For the future. It's going to be very exciting. As the president said, we're going to have a golden age. It's going to be fantastic. And one of the fundamental things, one of the most American values that I love is optimism. And this feeling like we're gonna make the future good. We're gonna make it good. So, man, I can't wait. This is gonna be fantastic. So thank you again, and yeah, I'm just so excited about the future. Thank you guys. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Kash Patel.
My, oh my, how do you follow Elon Musk when he tells you you're going to take you to Mars? I'll tell you how. He and I share something deeply. We love the American dream. And we have been given a gift by God today to usher in a new dynasty because we just inaugurated Donald J. Trump as our 47th president. And we just inaugurated J.D. Vance as our Vice President of the United States. And we did that because the American dream is alive and well, because you chose that our dream can, but our future is bright because you had the courage to stand for your convictions. So I'm humbled here to talk to you about why I love the American dream. My story's pretty simple, it's unique, and some of you share in it. My parents were born and raised in East Africa. My father in the 1970s fled a genocidal dictatorship in Uganda, where he saw 300,000 of his countrymen murdered, where he saw what lawlessness would do if it was allowed to break through the system of constitutional justice. He fled, like so many others. He married my mother. They moved here. They waited in line. They stood in line because the American dream was worth standing in line for. That dream is woven into the fabric of this nation, and our immigration policy is the greatest policy in the world. And now that we have Donald J. Trump and J.D. Vance, it will become the greatest policy in the world again. But dreams and hopes aren't enough, my friends. We got to get to work. And we got to accept the realities that too many of you from your communities. President Trump launched in his first term priorities of national security, law enforcement, economy, and global diplomacy. But now we have to retread some of that. And I'd just like to go over a few of the things that our community has been living under these last few years. In the last calendar year alone, we had 100,000 drug overdoses. In the last calendar year alone, we had over 100,000 rapes. In the last calendar year alone, we had 17,000 homicides. That is unacceptable in 2025 in the United States of America. That is why we need constitutional law and order. When I read the statistic that for the age group of 18 to 45, the #1 cause of death is CCP fentanyl. We are not prioritized to go after the threats that face this country, and most of all, that face our future generations. But thank God, we will be starting right now. Vance's leadership and administration will usher in the priorities that I cherished during my 16 years in government service. That we will always, always honor the men and women who wear the cloth of our nation and stand on that wall and tell you nothing's getting by them tonight. And so to them, thank you. To our teachers and our frontline workers and our first responders, y'all choose to show up every single day for our children, for our communities, and we will now show up for you. Thank you for keeping us safe. To the men and women in law enforcement, and maybe I'm biased on this one. Our police officers, our sheriffs, our federal agents are some of the greatest warriors that God has ever created. And we will put them first because they have our backs, and now we will have your backs. I am standing here because of the American dream. I am not standing here because of the color of my skin. I'm standing here because I earned my right on this stage, and you earned your right to be here with me. And I promise you this, with every fiber of my being, that our law enforcement, that our teachers, that our first responders, that our veterans, that our men and women in uniform who dare to serve this country and put themselves below the rest of our needs will be reprioritized to the top of the heap because they are standing on that wall, and we will not let that light go dark on them. Whether I was a national security prosecutor, a public defender, President Trump's deputy director of national intelligence, his chief of staff at the Department of Defense, or so many other roles that I was humbled and privileged to serve when I swore an oath to that Constitution, which I hope to do so again one day soon. You have my word that you have ushered in a dynasty of change. You have ushered in a dynasty that will allow our children to live this American dream. My American dream. I am living the world's American dream. I am the son of lawful immigrants. We worked our tails off just like you all do, and I'm going to make you a deal. I promise you I will never quit on your children. I will never quit on their children, because this American dream does not belong to me. It does not belong to them. This American dream belongs to the world. So in closing, I just want to tell you this. It's pretty cool to be speaking in Capital One Arena right before the boss. You've inspired me beyond words. Your love, your devotion, your commitment to our country, everywhere I go, shows us that we are not only the beacon of hope, but we are the land of constitutional justice. We are the land under Donald J. Trump and J.D. Vance, where we are going to end the two-tier system of justice. We are going to remove the weaponization of the intelligence community for political purposes, and we are going to put the men and women of America first. So listen, there's just one thing left to do. We all got work to do in the history of the world. And so I just need you all to do a little bit more. Every time you see a law enforcement officer, every time you see a veteran, every time you see a teacher, shake their hand. Give them a little bit of your time, because they're giving us all of our time. And don't forget to enjoy the ride, ladies and gentlemen. God bless America. God bless these United States of America. God bless every one of you. I'm living the American dream. My name is Kash Patel, and I ain't going anywhere. Let's go to work.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Dan Scavino.
Let's go! Let's go! Hello, Patriots. How's everybody doing this evening? We're back! USA! 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 The 45th and the 47th Presidents of the United States of America will be here shortly. He's down at the Capitol. He'll be in a little while. He'll be here. They asked me to come out and say a few words and say hello to you great American patriots that came from all over the country. Thank you for being here today. One thing I just noticed when we were leaving the Capitol after the swearing in that really hit me hard after the journey we have been on over the last 9 years, especially over the last 4 years,
It really hit me when they took the presidential seal right here and put it on front of the podium for when the president gets here. President Trump often says to us on Team Trump over the years, "You're so lucky that I took you on this journey." In the good times and the bad times, no matter what would be happening, we'd be sitting on Trump Force One, Air Force One, in the Oval Office, at Mar-a-Lago, no matter where it may be. Good times, bad times. You are so lucky I took you on this journey. And you know what, Mr. President? You are damn right. You took all of us on this journey. There's been a lot of stops along the way from 2016 when we started back in 2015 with a small campaign team flying around the country, doing rallies, small team, 6, 7, maybe 8 people. Then it continued to grow. Before you knew it, the GOP nomination was going to Donald J. Trump in Cleveland in 2016. Fast forward, he became the 45th president of the United States of America. He had a great 4-year term, and you know what's been great? The last 4 years have not been great in many senses. It is going to do. He loves each and every one of you in this arena. The guy cares. He has a fighting spirit, as you saw in Butler, Pennsylvania, with the assassination attempt that came a few months ago. You could say that again. Fight, fight, fight. It's a moment that I will never forget, being there and in the hospital with him. I want to just give you a behind-the-scenes moment with the president and the heart that he has. We were in the hospital he had blood coming down his ear. He wanted to know how his staff was. Myself and Susie were with him, and Stephen Chung and Walt, and even the Secret Service. How are you guys doing? The guy just got shot in the damn head, and he's worried about us. Are you guys okay? He's on the phone with his family. Showed him a picture, the iconic photo of his fist raised in the air. Told him it was from Doug Mills from the New York Times, a great photographer. He looked at the picture, he's staring at the picture, one of the most historical photos of all time. There'll never be anything like it. He said, "Call Doug and see if he's doing okay." That's the attitude he had in that hospital. Our president has been resilient through a lot, and I don't need to get into all of it because you're all familiar with it, and I'm convinced much of it that went on over the last 4 years is why he won the election in an electoral landslide. In Butler, Pennsylvania, when he got up and he raised that fist and he shouted, "Fight." He will do that for every one of you, for the United States of America. He will always put America first, without question. He loves what he does. He's got a great administration and a great team behind him. What a journey. McDonald's, drive-through window, garbage trucks showing up at a rally, and him on the plane putting on his orange vest. "Sir, are you going to take that off?" "I'm going to the rally in my orange vest." The guy is 1 in a trillion. There will never be anybody like this man again. Enjoy this moment. Enjoy this movement. And together, we will continue to fight, 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 put America first, and make America great again. God bless everybody here. We love you. Thank you.